Hey, Ocean Church! Every week we see God moving in incredible ways through people's stories, creative expressions, and the heart behind what we do. Today, we're excited to share two unique glimpses into how God is at work. First, we're continuing our segment, What is God Doing in Your Life? This week, we're sitting down with Katya Bogan as she shares about stepping into a new season and how God is using her at Ocean Youth. Then, we're taking you behind the scenes with our creative director, Abby Lombardo, as she walks us through the story, vision, and design behind the Freedom Conference branding. Let's check it out.
What has God been doing in your life?
Recently, I feel like I left college and now I'm online. And after a lot of healing and change, I feel like I'm just walking in what He has for me. It's been really cool. I feel like when I left school, I was like in the wilderness. I was literally reading about the Israelites in the wilderness. I was like, Lord, I know there's a promised land and I'm ready for it, but I know I got to spend some time here. And now I feel like I'm in the promised land, and it's really cool. I just feel really grateful.
It's so awesome to see you in like our youth ministry, pouring your life into our youth kids.
I've always had a heart for it because I had a few leaders that I remember by name and how much of an impact they had for me. And so I just want to do the same for other students. And it, like in high school, middle school, it's a really hard time. And so to have a safe place is so important. And so I just want to be a part of that and notice the people that are sitting by themselves and pull them in because no one wants to be by themselves. And so I just love Ocean Youth. I love what God's doing. It's literally doubled in size and it's a hunger. It's not just like showing up. The kids are hungry and it's so cool to see them desire God.
It's always so powerful to hear how God is working in the lives of people in our church. Now, let's go behind the scenes with Abby and take a closer look at the creative process behind our new Freedom Conference branding.
I'm here with Abby Lombardo, who is the creative director here. And as a creative department, we've been working on a special project for Freedom Conference. And I just want Abby to kind of talk a little bit about like what that kind of looks like and the whole design and the vision for it.
Yeah. So about 6 months ago, I was in my Bible time with the Lord, and I was praying over just vision for this big project because I know that our team had come to me and said, hey, we want to rebrand this along with a couple other ministries in the church and just be praying, be thinking about it. So I was bringing it to the Lord in my time with Him, and I feel like He gave me such a clear vision when I was in prayer of what the visual elements are supposed to look like in this project.
So why don't you just kind of show us a little bit of designs that you have made?
So in this file, we have all of our different logo pieces and artwork that we're going to be using throughout the whole entire conference. And you see there's a lot of yellow and blue and just very light and airy colors. And this was intentional. This was not just because we like the color blue and it's ocean. These were like prayed over and thought about in what colors we would take this art. So these were all very intentional when we went through the colors. Every single color has a meaning. And so that is why we took our color palette with our blues and our yellow and our off-white colors. When we picked these fonts, we didn't want something that was going to feel rough. We didn't want something that was going to feel cold. So we decided to go with a font that had a lot of different fun glyphs and characters in it that we were able to use and manipulate to emulate just the sense of freedom and being joyful and being fun. This is what we were going through as we were searching for fonts, searching for what was gonna build that freedom look and logo in our rebrand. So if you look on here, there's a lot of different directions we could have taken this, but we did end up going with a font very similar to this. And we love this font because you can, like I said, manipulate the O's and the R's and all the different characters, and that is part of the message and freedom as well.
We did this massive photo shoot one day, and why don't you just kind of talk about like what we did that day and like how that came to be?
Yeah, in my time with the Lord, I just saw people singing and dancing and laughing and like frolicking in the fields and just filled with the freedom of God, filled with the joy of God. So I just began looking up certain imagery and photography that represented that. So that's where these photo and video visuals begin, is in this mood board of just people running and they're smiling and they just look so free. And that's how we want people to feel when they come through Freedom, right? Is that internally they are feeling that way, and that emotion is evoked because the Lord has lifted strongholds and burdens off of people. We knew to bring this vision to life, it was going to take a village. We couldn't do it with just our creative staff. We wanted to bring our people into it and bring people into this photo shoot who have actually walked through freedom, who have actually experienced freedom, who are of all our different ages and different walks of life. So that was really important and intentional when planning this photo shoot. So what we did was we got a bunch of our volunteers and our staff together, and we went down to a field, a park in Fort Myers, and we just shot so much footage.
I'm so excited for the Freedom Conference. I'm excited for all the people that are going to come to the Freedom Conference. And thank you for sitting down and taking the time to just share your heart and vision for this rebrand for the Freedom Conference. I think it's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see it all come together.
Ocean family, we're so grateful to be on this journey with you. God is moving and we love being a part of it together. Now, let's get ready to worship.